What's happening? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I just wanted to show you this in case you missed it. This is my new placard. I changed my photo to the photo that Keith Major took of me. Hopefully, you saw my interview with Keith Major a couple Sundays ago. If you didn't, check out the replay. Anyway, that's my new promo. So today is Tuesday. It is the 28th day of September. This is the second episode of season 2 of the Be Your Own Hero show. HERO is an acronym. It means helping everyone reach optimism. In other words, it's a reciprocal action. And I am your host. I'm sekouwrites. I'm a professional creative, and I'm also the creator of the Hero Gear Ministry, which is what I'm wearing right now. And what that is my effort to provide the unhoused with brand new clothing and wearable affirmations to uplift their spirits. So that's what that is. So shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to be here to talk about my journey of becoming my own hero. Here's the website, ntmedia.org. Check out the other offerings on the channel and also make a donation. So I just want to shout this out now before I forget. So right after my show at 10:15 is prayer time. So stay tuned for that. And then right after that is Sit with Rev Melissa, which you probably already know quite a bit about. So check out those two shows coming up right after this. Okay, so my quick disclaimer, I am not a certified personal trainer, nor am I a licensed financial advisor. So do your own homework, do your own research, take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm simply telling you what has worked, and in most cases, what has not worked for me, so that you can learn from my mistakes and learn from what I'm doing. So all that said, let's keep going. I can't believe we're doing a season 2. I can't believe it's about financial literacy, but I'm rising to the occasion. I'm rising to the occasion. All right, so let's do the Hero Gear Ministry update first and get that out the way. So today is day 120 of my Hero charity run. I can't believe it. My original goal, by the way, was 30 days, and I didn't think I could make that, to be honest with you. I've been running every single day, at least a mile a day for 120 days in a row. Mind blown. I've run over 400 miles, and I have accumulated a little over $2,200. And so if you want to join in the circulation of giving, I would appreciate it. Here's my website. It's just my name, sekouwrites.com. You will find the link to make a donation to the Hero Charity Run right there on the homepage. So please check that out and help me out. Okay, so that's the Hero Charity Run. Speaking of which, I just sold a bracelet. Shout out to Charita Banks in Nashville. She just bought a bracelet from me, and I'm going to be donating 10% of that purchase price over to my charity run. And in case you guys want to see what the bracelet looks like, I not talk about my jewelry a lot, but I don't show it. So here it is. Actually, let me take the banner down so you can see a little bit better. So it's stainless steel on the other side, and it's hematite on this side. So half stainless steel, half hematite. I actually had to use power tools in the basement of my building to cut it because it's raw stainless steel, so it's strong. And the clasp is all stainless steel too. So anyway, this bracelet is on its way to Nashville. Shout out to Charita, and I'll be donating 10% of that purchase price over to my charity run. Okay, moving on. Yesterday, I said that I was going to show you a picture of the 13-year-old who's making, I have now found out that it's millions of dollars. He's a millionaire in high school. A millionaire in high school. So I promised I would show a picture of him. So here he is. This is Christian Jones. He calls himself the Truth. Like I said, he's a millionaire in high school. He was making hundreds of thousands of dollars as he entered high school. And the trade that I know about that's been widely popularized is the one that he did for $78,000, a single trade for $78,000 for on the stock market. So very inspiring story. If he can do it, so can we. Kid is still in high school. All right, moving on. So it's time to get going with the money. Remember our thesis statement. Our thesis statement is the only thing keeping us from riches are mindset, knowledge, and action. The only thing keeping us from riches are mindset, knowledge, and action. So grab a pen and paper. You're gonna need to have a pen and paper every day because we're gonna run this like a class. We're gonna learn together. Okay. So that said, let's work on the mindset first. So I am going to once again do the quote from Bob Proctor. I'm going to put it up on the screen so we can all read it together. Just give me 1 second to pull that up. Here we go. So let's read this together. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Let's do it one more time. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. It's an amazing affirmation. Bob Proctor, by the way, is a multimillionaire who used to be a firefighter. So we're talking about someone who has put in action what he preaches. He used to be a firefighter. He didn't want to quit, but he did. And he moved into the space of self-development, and now he's a multimillionaire known the world over. So that's going to be the affirmation every day. Write it down, remember it. I'll keep putting it up, but you should remember it so that you can use it throughout your day. Okay, next up. I'm thinking about resources. Required resources for this class. For now, the first book you need to get is The Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. It's by Wallace D. Wattles. It was written in 1910. It's available on everything. And the second thing you need to get, if you haven't done it already, is the podcast. My podcast, which is Get Rich 101. I'll put that up on screen too. Get Rich 101 is my podcast where I'm literally reading that book. I'm literally reading the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. So check it out. Read along. Nan is ahead of us. Nan is ahead of the curve. She's already listened to the whole podcast and also got the book and started highlighting along. So you do the same thing. And maybe you even want to do it together. But that is the first thing that is required for this class, The Science of Getting Rich and the Get Rich 101 podcast, which is the same information presented in two different ways. So that said, I'm going to do a sidebar. I'm not going to do many because I want to stay on track. But one sidebar. If you're smart, I have good news and bad news. So studies have shown, I found this out recently, studies have shown that smart people have more financial difficulties than usual. Why? That's the question. Why? So I went down the rabbit hole on why because I wanted to answer this for myself. There's a few reasons, but here's one. Number one, we follow the rules. Yeah, we're taught to follow the rules. So we follow the rules. We don't color outside the lines. So that's the first thing. Number two, this is a big one. We consider getting help the same thing as cheating because we're taught to work on our own, do our own work, and not accept help from anybody, not give help to anybody, just do your own stuff. So again, that's another mindset you have to break free of if you've been a smart person in your life, right? Your whole life. All right, number three, we think that we should be rewarded based on merit. Yeah, you do the work, you get the A. That's how that works. So again, something else you got to push past. And the one that really hit me the hardest is we like to know all the rules before we get started. Oh, I know that's resonating with somebody. This doesn't work like that. You got to just jump in the pool and start swimming. And yeah, you're going to make some mistakes, but that's how you learn. Making the mistakes is going to help you learn faster. So jump in the pool soon so that you can learn. So jump in the pool fast so that you can make mistakes so that you can learn faster, right? Because I see some emojis. Is it resonating with somebody, right? Yeah. I was academic scholarship, undergrad and grad. This is resonating intensely for me. We want to know all the rules before we get started. Don't do that. Jump in. Anyway, let me not sidetrack too much because there's a lot I want to get to. Okay, so the goal I stated yesterday is false. I said that I wanted to create a portfolio, I believe. But the truth is I want to create several, at least 5 different portfolios. And I want you to do this with me. And I figure by the time we create 5 different investing portfolios, we ought to be ready to go. We ought to have made enough mistakes, have learned enough to really be able to do whatever we want. So portfolio number one. All right, I'm just checking my time. Yeah. All right, we're good. Let me take a breath. Portfolio number one. Here we go. So portfolio number one is what I'm calling the garden portfolio. And that's my language. That's not any stockbroker language. That's my language. I'm calling it the garden portfolio because I am thinking of it as a garden where you plant your money and then leave it alone and let the money grow. Just set it, forget it, don't think about it, let the money grow. So this is a long-term play, but it's the safest play I can find thus far. Okay, so this is what I did. I went into my Robinhood account and I closed my positions on everything in there. I had some cryptocurrency, I had some stocks, I think I had an ETF, I had a few different things. I had about 7 different things in Robinhood. I closed all those positions. The money came back out to Robinhood, to the cash balance side of Robinhood. And then I reinvested all of that in the S&P 500. The ticker symbol for the S&P 500 is SPY, which is a really, really cool ticker symbol, right? SPY. All right, so I invested all of it back into SPY to buy 1 share. So now my Robinhood account is my growth portfolio. There's only one thing in it, 1 share of the S&P 500 SPY. Why? Multiple reasons. I'm just going to call it SPY. Let's just call it SPY because it sounds more fun. So SPY has been holding it down for quite some time, and it's tried and true. Like, let me run some numbers with you. Okay, I already said it's $450 per share, but this is Robinhood, which means fractional ownership. So you can buy any amount of SPY. You can put $1 on it. You can put $5 on it. You can put any amount on it until you get up to a full share. So don't let that number deter you if it did. That said, here's the return for SPY over 1 year. 33%. Wow. So even if you deduct like 3% for inflation, that's still 30%, a 30% return over your money. And think about this past year. It's been pretty tumultuous, right? So SPY just plows along and just keeps going up and up and up. So let's track back even further. Over the past 5 years, 109%. Yes, 109%. Over the life of SPY, 900% return. Tried and true, garden money, plan it, forget about it. That's how I'm thinking about that. And obviously, the more time you spend, the more time you leave it alone, the greater the account grows. So this is not something where you're going to check it every day. You're going to put the money there and then maybe check it in a year to see how it's doing. Hopefully it'll be up 30%. And the longer you leave it in there, the better it does. This is something like to leave to the kids, to the grandkids, tell them not to touch it. Don't touch it except to add more money to it. And this will create generational wealth. So that is my first portfolio, the garden portfolio. It is already created. I've got 1 share of SPY in my Robinhood account. My goal is to add a 2nd share. Starting off slow, baby steps, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. All right, and by the way, I'm down $7 right now on SPY, but I'm not worried about it because I'm looking at the numbers. It's a time play. So the longer I leave it in there, the better it'll do. Okay, so it's almost time for prayer time. So I'm gonna get out of here, and then you will see me again on Sit with Rev Melissa at 10:30, and then you'll see me again here tomorrow for the Be Your Own Hero Show, Season 2, all about financial literacy. So until then, keep doing, because the third part is action, mindset, knowledge, and action. Action is you. So keep doing, be a hero, be your own financial hero. And remember that right now is better than perfect for action. All right, I'll see you in a few. Later.